The question goes like this. I was curious, what is your take on people who say they are psychics who can talk to the deceased and connect you with loved ones who have passed on? There's a lot in this. It's a short question, but there's a lot in it. There's a couple different things in it anyway. I was curious what your take is on people who say they're psychics who can talk to the deceased. Let's just start with that part. I talk to my mother all the time. My cousin Carlos came and spoke to me to deliver a message to my aunt. I literally talk to those people all the time. And I delivered a message to my aunt, which is the next part of this question as well. I've never particularly considered myself a psychic, and I know there's a lot of psychics who a couple of psychics who have contacted me to basically say it's because you are unsure of your abilities. No, I just don't know if I believe in the concept of psychics in the way that you do. I believe we all have this connection. We all have the same abilities, and I think there are people who call themselves. There are some people who call themselves psychics, who absolutely 100% do it because of their ego. There are some people who call themselves psychics who are absolutely beautifully faith-based, and I say faith meaning believing what they're doing is right. But there's a lot of them out there who just like to put themselves in the position of authority, and so you have to use your own personal discernment when you're dealing with people. If it feels true to you, go down that route. If it doesn't feel true to you, don't go down that route. But you yourself have to not give your power of discernment over to anybody else. Because if you give your power of discernment over to someone saying, this is how it is, I can't tell you how many people come to me and say, well, I was told that I am this and I am that and I am this other thing and I've had this life and this life and this life. I'm Cleopatra and Elizabeth Taylor and I'm boom, 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 right? There's all these, and you say, did you have the experience or were you told that? And I say, I was told that. I have less belief in that experience when they don't feel it, when somebody else tells them and they go, well, I was told I was this, right? I would never have believed I was an apostle if I didn't have that feeling that came over me of, oh my God, I did. That was a discernment moment for me. So it comes down to making sure that you are using your personal discernment when dealing with these people who come at you as psychics. Now, some of them are great. I mean, I've had people tell me exactly what's happening with one of them, a very famous woman, told me that I was going to be a corporate speaker, and I was like, how does that work? It doesn't fit anything I'm doing, and I ended up being a corporate speaker for 10 years, right? So it comes down to, there are very good ones out there. Now, connect you with loved ones who have passed on. That's the part. Now, like I said, I delivered a message from my cousin to my aunt after his passing. But there are some people who just prey on that. And once again, it comes down to your personal discernment. You need to be the one who does it. Now, I'm curious whether this question is asked because biblically it says do not follow psychics and all these things. And that is an Old Testament statement. I want to make sure I clarify that. That's Old Testament. Joshua walked up to the well and spoke to the Samaritan woman. He told her everything she had ever done. She ran to the rest of the village. She said, come see the man who told me everything I've ever done. Joshua was psychic. Joshua was in tune with the information that he was getting. He was delivering information about the woman's life, right? How can we negate people saying they're psychic when Joshua himself showed the same properties. But the thing is, Joshua said, greater works than I have done you will do. And everything he talked about was about us being the same as him. So if that's the case, we all have that ability. Now, I've been sitting there typing, writing my book, and totally felt my mother's presence. I look over at my mantle, and there's a picture of her on my mantle, and I'm like, oh, and I totally feel that connection with her. Right? I have been in the middle of doing menial tasks, and my friend Bill, who used to play the King at the Maryland Renaissance Festival, I just know he's there suddenly. I just experienced that. And, is that wrong? No, it's beautiful because I'm connecting with the people of Christ, right? But your question is, what is my take on people who say they are psychics and who can talk to deceased and connect with loved ones who passed on? So my take is, it's the natural gift we all have, and some people allow it to be ego-based, and some people are doing good work. So that's my take on that. You guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. See you. Bye.